Hey guys, Ernie here and welcome to the Paleo Hiker MD channel. Although we've had a pretty good hurricane season here in Louisiana this last year, it has not, of course, been the same for everybody out there. Florida got hit by several. Helene went up into North Carolina and absolutely ravaged North Carolina. The amount of water that was involved was amazing and impressive. Quite a few YouTubers in this outdoor space, you might say, were affected by that. I think of Luke at the Outdoor Gear Review. He really had a lot of damage and just, go watch a couple of his videos. I think that would help them out quite a bit. But anyway, it's got me thinking more and more about emergency preparedness. And I really wanted to look at a common, cheap, easy to source stove with fuel that's very easy to obtain as well. Stay tuned. We're going to take a look at a stove that I think every house in America should have stuffed underneath the cabinet, a couple of bottles of fuel. Make sure you're always ready for anything. Thanks for watching, guys. Now, I'm always looking for ways to shore up my emergency preparedness, you might say. I want to be able to handle whatever comes my way. Now, I live in an area with underground utilities. We have very reliable power where I'm at. But it doesn't mean that certain things may not happen. I also have natural gas at my house, and the chances of natural gas being interrupted are very, very low. We don't have earthquakes where I'm at in Louisiana. But nonetheless, you can't worry about the long shots. You want to really prepare for whatever may come your way. So having some type of a gas stove at the house just makes sense. Your house may rely on electricity. And I'm not just making videos for me. In fact, for the most part, I make videos for you guys. So even though gas may not be an important issue for me, a stove that uses gas, portable, for people who rely solely on electricity to cook their food is very important. And that's why we're taking a look at this stove from Gas One. Let me show it to you. All right, guys, I love these types of stoves. Really don't know why, but I do love these types of stoves. I rented a house here, or a cabin here in Arkansas, and I knew that it was going to have one of those horrible electric burners. And I said, man, I'd love to have a gas burner. And then I thought, I'm going to buy one. I'm going to buy the most popular gas stove, butane stove like this on Amazon. And this is it. This is the portable dual fuel stove from Gas One. I'm going to pull it out. Still got stickers on here and everything. I have turned it on a few times. I have boiled water with it for coffee at the house, but that's about it. Dimensions are 13.5 by 11 by 4.45, weighs 3.1 pounds with all the different accessories that it comes with. It's made out of alloy steel. You can use either butane or propane. It is 8,000 BTU. You flip this thing around. You can see pretty nice design there. Pretty nice burner. Whew, sorry. That is the grate right there. You can see over here the control panel. It is $29, guys. 29 bucks for this thing, and it is dual fuel, meaning that if you open this up, right, you can put in your standard butane canister. No big deal. Just pop it in. You lock it with this lock right here. When you turn it on, it's got an auto ignite. Perfect. You can also use the propane attachment. And you do the propane attachment with this particular little nozzle right here. And you pop it in, and I'll just show you guys, you know, like all these, it's got this little notch right here. Put it in and you screw it in, all right? And I'll show you guys, probably can show you pretty easily here. So you line this thing up. It's only gonna go in that one way, and then you screw it in. So just be patient, and it should attach, and there it goes. Then when you close it, you've got that right there. Then you'll be able to come in with this. You put your propane bottle on here. It's got a little protector on it, but you put the propane bottle on here. And if you can see, which I cannot, you just plug this in. It has to be, with one thing, it has to be the right angle. It won't go in, then boom, pops right in. So you have to attach it at the right angle. Screw it on, and you've got yourself a propane stove instead of a butane stove. Very straightforward, as you can see. We're going to boil 2 cups of water with butane. We're going to see how much butane it takes. Then we're going to boil 2 cups of water with propane. In the past, I've always had better results with propane than with butane. We'll see what this particular stove does. Again, very, very simple if you want to put this thing away, just to show you, because it is nice to know that this is, it's not just a gimmick. It's dual fuel, and it's easy to do the dual fuel. If you want to get back to the butane, just take this off. Okay, pops right off. Open this up. Unscrew this just by simply unscrewing until it comes out. And you're back ready to go. Want to store it? Pop this in there. So the easiest way to go is pop this in here. And you're good to go. Put this back in its carrying case. Let's boil some water, starting with butane, and then we'll try the propane. So as with all of our gear reviews here on the channel, we're going to do pros and cons. We're going to start with the pros. I really like this stove, guys. It's 30 bucks. It's dual fuel, and it works every single time. Pretty cool. Hard to beat the cost, and as I just mentioned, it is dual fuel. You can use it with butane canisters, which I think are the best thing to use. You know, you didn't see any real difference between propane and butane. The propane will last longer because just the tank is bigger, but the butane canisters are easier to store. You can buy a 4-pack, a 6-pack, keep it underneath the sink, just put it up in the cabinet, and you'll always have it there. This gas doesn't go bad. Trust me, something to have at home. Really, really good product to buy. It's powerful enough, it's lightweight, it's portable, it has a carrying case in case you want to take it outside, you want to do whatever with it. Just a great little product. Does have cons like all of them do. Actually, does it? What would I consider a con? I don't have one, guys. Let me know. Could it be smaller? I mean, I guess it could be smaller. It's pretty lightweight, works with 2 fuels. Yeah, I got nothing. It's really hard for me to understand why every home in America, any economic situation, any income can afford a $30 stove for emergencies, especially if you depend solely on electricity for cooking. Like I said, I don't. I have natural gas. You know, my stove uses electricity to do a little click, click, click to light it, but I can just use a lighter to, or sparker or anything. Even a ferro rod, if I got super exciting, I could light my stove. I also have a gas grill outside that I could grill with. But some places, especially like apartments in New York City or big cities or apartments anywhere, places that rely totally on electricity, is a $30 stove. You spend another $20 on 2, 3, 4 little canisters of gas. And the next time you don't have power, you can still make your ramen noodles. You can still make whatever you want, and you can take care of yourself in an emergency. Why not do it? I understand people say it's too expensive. It's not too expensive. $30 for the stove. That's, 3 trips to Starbucks this week. You can do it, and I would highly suggest you do it. You make it a priority. I think that when things go real bad, a warm meal is such a nice thing, and it's a big boost of confidence for you and for your kids. If your power goes out for a week or two, look, during Hurricane Laura, I think it was, I don't know, I can't remember. I was out of power for 22 days, and I could have easily cooked with this stove. I had a bunch of stoves. I didn't have any problems. I mean, obviously, I've got plenty, but this would be a great stove. I always keep 6, 8, 10 canisters of butane around because that's just kind of how I am. So I had no problems taking care of my family. I had 2 of these stoves, and I used both of them pretty readily and cooked every night, cooked perfectly. My house was out of power, but the grocery store was open. A lot of houses still had power, so I'd just go get food, come home, and cook. I didn't have refrigeration, but it didn't matter. I just cooked every day what I purchased. Now, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of different versions of these types of stoves out there. Some of them have 2 burners built into one, different fuel options. You can get the Coleman's. A gas one has a big one as well, but I'm talking about like bare bones $30. Like some of those can be $70, $80, $100, $120, $150. And we'll review one of those too. If you guys have an option for one of those really big ones, give me one. I've done several here on the channel in the past. I've done kind of old school Coleman white gas stoves. And I've done some Coleman, I can't remember the name of the one that I did, but it was a big one and it worked just fine. But it was over $100 easily. I'm looking at things that every single family in America can have to help take care of themselves, and this one fits that bill. Do me a favor, guys, if you like the video, and if you agree, or I guess if you disagree too, hit the thumbs up down below, hit the thumbs down, whatever you want to do. I always appreciate any interaction. If you want to comment, leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think of the video. Most importantly, if you can subscribe, guys, if you're not subscribed, and I know a lot of you are not, if you think the video doesn't suck, and you might go watch another video, or you might be excited to see what I put out next, hit the subscription button. It will be a lot of fun, and I appreciate it. I have an entire playlist on stoves, over 200 videos on that playlist with different types of stoves, so make sure you check it out. I enjoy stoves probably the most of anything here on the channel. As always, guys, I appreciate you checking out the Paleo Hiker MD channel. If you want more content as far as emergencies go, let me know, and stay tuned for more videos soon.